this one. This is a kickboxer of the highest order. He has so many different kicks and punches in his arsenal and figures to try to keep this on the feet here tonight.
The beautiful thing that he does is he throws that front push kick to create distance when a guy starts to get close and wants to wrestle with it. He throws it, and the moment you're back at his range, he starts to blast high kicks. He doesn't always intend on landing them, but he beats up your arms with high kick after high kick after high kick. And as you get desperate, you start to run into knees, and he does not need much space to land a knockout punch. This guy is one of the best strikers you've ever seen in the UFC.
And if you don't find the striking range early against this guy, you could be in real trouble. So here he is, one of the consensus greatest of all time, the newly minted UFC heavyweight champion, Jon Bones Jones. And I think by and large, this sport is better when he is in it. Tonight, he tries to successfully defend his UFC heavyweight title.
Yeah, Jon Jones at heavyweight is something that we have waited for a really long time. And to say that he delivered would be a massive understatement as he won the fight in the way that he did. Jon Jones, once again, building on such a strong legacy.
Few guys relish fight night as much as Jon Jones. You see him grinning ear to ear as soon as he hits the tunnel. We'll see how it goes in title defense number 1. Jon Jones, one of the greatest of all time, has stepped inside the octagon once again. Johnny Bones is ready to fight. And now our tail of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Shara Bullet Magomedov. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC light heavyweight champion, Jon Bones Jones.
Herb Dean, third party in the octagon tonight. So here's the former UFC light heavyweight champion. Oh!
He's hurting bad here.
Big head kick.
What a great job getting that kick to the target.
Oh, Jones gets hit by that leg kick. May not be a bad idea to start to check some of these. Now lands a solid punch there. Nicely done as he lands a kick to the leg. Trying to go to the body here, unable to find the target. Nice connection there by Jon Jones, and he is fighting with a definite killer instinct here tonight.
And you have to have it, because the target's always on your back when you're the UFC champion. Jones seems desperate to keep that title.
All right, no surprise to see Johnny Bones Jones open with some of those long-range weapons and finding some early success in this one.
That's exactly what he does. He throws the front kick to the leg, and he throws those lead kicks to the body. He's long, he's 6'4" for the weight class, and he has learned masterfully how to fight with his height and his range. All those long-range weapons are Jon Jones's calling card.
Oh, perfectly done as he gets the takedown. Jones's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is. Starting to bleed a little bit now. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to nice sub attempt.
Ooh, that Kimura looks tight.
The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
Oh, he's out of danger.
Great submission defense. He's able to take his arm out and stay safe.
Oh, staying busy, fighting off of his back, and he lands.
Big ground and pound.
Jones's eye is closing up. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC.
That was a slick transition.
Jones is back to the north-south.
Nice defense.
While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Jones.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Jones has got the full mount.
Oh. In the half guard.
Jones ground and pound from half guard now. Oh, big shots from the top.
And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him.
Jones is going for that arm triangle. Let's see if he has it. Oh, tense moment here. That arm triangle's tight. Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively. "45 seconds to go here in round one." Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Jones. Another ground and pound strike gets home. So we cross the 30-second mark in our opening round. Under 20 seconds now to go. All right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You got to think he's going to continue to attack the body with all of his strikes.
Well, his opponent has not done anything to deter him. He should keep doing this, keep going to the well until his opponent finds an answer, because right now, he seems lost to it.
That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one. All right, so that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus becomes maximizing these 60 seconds, shutting that cut and preventing it from becoming a major factor here moving forward. Well, if you're the replay guy, a lot to like in that previous round. A lot of damage being inflicted.
Yeah, I mean, and look at the swelling now, John. He wasn't doing what he needed to do to move his head, and he's paying for it. You cannot allow for an elite-level mixed martial artist to connect at that rate and think that you will not be wearing the damage. He's wearing it now. I'm interested to see what changes he makes to give himself an opportunity. Beautiful jab land.
Lands flush with that right hand. Oh, a nice straight there by Jones. Jones leaning on the kicking game here tonight, DC. Pretty good strategy early.
And that is usually what he leads with. He's a great kicker. He's a guy that has a variety of kicks. Spinning kicks, knees, side kicks. He kicks in so many ways that you never truly know where he's coming from.
Oh, Nice check on the leg kick offering there. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there.
Great job moving into his opponent and getting to that single collar.
Jones gets the single leg takedown. Oh, good ground and pound here. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. He talked to us a lot about pace and pressure, and he has certainly kept up his end of the bargain.
I mean, the cardio is fantastic tonight. He is pushing at a level that we have not seen him fight before. This is shades of Colby Covington, Max Holloway, those guys that can fight all night. He is showing you that he has done the work in the training room, and it's on full display tonight. Oh, right at the mount.
Jones is looking for that arm triangle. Oh, that arm triangle's wicked tight.
He's starting to get it in very deep.
Working out Ezekiel choke, and he somehow gets out.
He just had to stay patient. It's so unfamiliar. If you panic, you're going to get submitted. He didn't panic.
Control the hands. Control the hands.
This is a terrible position.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far, perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground.
Man, great job finding a way out, finding an escape to get back to your feet.
Oh, he just continues to pour it on. He has been aggressive all night long with his striking. Got to be careful here to not empty the gas tank. So far, so good, though, in this round. Well, missed on that one.
Nice block.
Oh, Jones gets the takedown here late in the round. And he's back up again, so the takedowns have been there, as have the get-ups. "20 seconds to go.
Don't wait. Be first.
He's looking for that left hand. Not there.
They're so evenly matched, and they're going tit for tat.
Oh, collar tie. 10 minutes in the books.
Change up your strikes. The boxing looks great. The kickboxing down low looks awesome. And that head kick, excellent.
All right, so there's the end of the round. A lot of high-level action, and if you like the takedown game, as my boy Daniel Cormier does, you enjoyed that round.
It's like we're watching the NCAA wrestling tournament. It's takedown after takedown. He's fighting his fight. He's able to change levels, drive into his opponent, and secure takedown after takedown.
All right, so the takedown's the big storyline in that previous round. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and got to be pretty discouraging to get grounded that many times in one round.
Oh, it's so discouraging because all you want to do is let your offense go, but every time you're getting dragged to the floor constantly, you're starting to get...
That punch right there. His opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot.
Well, watch for him to set up that hook again here. Well, he's always working off of that jab. Nice jab there by Jones. Whiffs on the elbow. Well, he was setting up the hooks early and often tonight. Watch for him to try to set it up again here. Oh!
He's in a lot of trouble now.
All right, now touches him with the left.
Oh, nice double leg, yes.
Oh, arm triangle attempt now. Oh, he's in trouble here, DC.
He's got the triangle with a lot of pressure going down on his opponent. The arm triangle's getting very close. What he's got to do now is get to the opposite side of the body. He's got to get his body on the side of the lap and get the finish.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Making all these shots count. While sometimes our stat guys are stingy with the submission attempt numbers, there have been a lot of them here. Submission defense has held up every step of the way.
Yeah, he's a great grappler, and he's really, really good defensively because he is so aware of all situations when he's on the ground. He has done an amazing job staying out of those submissions.
Well, that was a high-level extended battle on the ground. Now, though, the athletes back to their feet, and no surprise the crowd responds in kind.
The crowd just loves whenever they get two high-level strikers going at it. It was very hard to get back up after getting taken down. But he's got there now. Let's see if he can take advantage of it.
We have crossed the midpoint of this fight.
Let's open up that cut more now.
Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here. Oh, seamless transition to half guard there.
Unbelievable how quickly he was able to slice that leg through to get to the half guard. And now, I think he's looking for a submission. He's going to start to chase the arm triangle.
Ooh, this could be it. That thing is tight.
That arm triangle is deep.
All right, side control now.
Hey, scramble, get up. Scramble.
Jones is back in side control. Oh, he's got him in a crucifix now, DC. All of that body weight on his opponent.
He's got all the weight on the upper body. His feet are free to do whatever. But the arm stuck between the legs. He is now going to start dropping hammer fists. He's going to start dropping elbows. This is one of the nastiest positions in all of fighting.
Well, now that cut in the eye area, Daniel, becoming a major storyline. He's got to be careful.
He's got to be very careful and address it right now before it gets to the point that there's nothing you can do about it.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
All right, so he can't get it here again. Good awareness by the defensive fighter. Under a minute now to go in the round. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up. Nice transition.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Johnny Bone. Oh, just a merciless approach here on the ground, continuing to target that cut. All right, 20 seconds to go in the round.
Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
10 seconds to go in the round. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Oh, he continues to attack that bloody cheek. His face is a mess. That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds. All right, so the fighter heads back to the stool, and man, that is a severe cut that he's dealing with. We'll see if they call in the ringside physician. All right, let us re-rack some replays of the damage done in that round, see if we can isolate the strike that caused the cut.
Yeah, a nasty cut opens up when he lands there. It's a beautiful shot that gets to the target. He has not been responsible defensively, and he's really paying for it because now he's dealing with that nasty cut.
You ready to fight? Ready.
4th round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds.
Real quick leg kick.
Oh, and And he tags him with the straight hand there. Beautifully done. Thunderous leg kick grounds his opponent lifted a little bit, trying to stay upright. But man, that changed the complexion of this one.
John, he's hurt. He's hurt really badly by that one big leg kick.
Seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let him off the hook.
Kind of let him off the hook. He needed to really put his foot on the gas to try to find that finish.
All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie, and there it is again, targeting that swelling. Why would you not, right? You dole out all this damage, might as well go right back to it.
Well, especially if your opponent is not going to move his head. He's still trying to go out on his shield. He's so stubborn in trying to prove. Oh, now he's attacking the arm triangle. Oh, it's getting deep.
Trying to finish the arm triangle here.
Oh, this is tight.
And Jon Jones, your winner by submission.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, everybody in this arena still digesting this result. What a win for him tonight, and he gets it done by submission, no less.
He said he was going to get it done by submission. To watch an athlete call the shot is always fun. He should be very proud.
All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
Oh, we now go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 28 seconds of round number 4. For the winner by submission, Jon Bones Jones!
All right, so Jon Jones, your winner by submission here tonight. He's had so many memorable submission wins, sort of dropping Lyoto Machida unceremoniously on the canvas, and he adds to his record here tonight.
It speaks to Jones's finishing instinct. He knows exactly what to take when it's presented to him. He will not force to try to knock somebody out with his hands. He'll jump on a submission and get the submission victory.
So here he is, Suriname's Jairzinho Rozenstruik, the first man or woman from his nation to compete on the greatest proving ground in mixed martial arts. And this guy's done a whole lot more than compete since transitioning from kickboxing. He's been undefeated as a mixed martial artist. He was the UFC's Rookie of the Year in 2019. Alistair Overeem's got a story about this man's power, and perhaps tonight's opponent will have one to tell after the festivities tonight. Jairzinho Rozenstruik, Biggie Boy, is back for more tonight. All right, so here is this defensively gifted fighter, and certainly has some offense as well, but more often than not, that offense is set up by his sound defense. He uses movement beautifully, uses his defense to create offensive angles. This guy can stick and move with the best of the man, and even when you think you have him in a bad position, more often than not, swivels that head off of the center line and counters you right in the jaw. So an outstanding defensive striker, very good counterattacks, and a very interesting matchup in front of him tonight. Just when you thought you had seen it all in the octagon, we are graced with the presence of one Cassius Clay. Muhammad Ali taking his act to mixed martial arts.
I mean, he's so pretty, John. Now, he always says, I'm so pretty. He looked pretty inside the boxing ring. He intends to do the same thing inside the octagon tonight. This guy is such a great athlete. He talks what he's going to do, but he also delivers. Olympic gold medalist, boxing heavyweight, light heavyweight world champion. He has done it all. A true icon in combat sports makes his UFC debut tonight.
And to the surprise of some, he told us in the fighter meeting he's got an appetite for the wrestling stuff. So we'll see if Ali can mix it up a little bit tonight. Happy to have him here in the UFC. Muhammad Ali has graced the octagon. He's ready to go. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. And now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, yes and yo, Biggie Boy Rosenstrike. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Muhammad Ali.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, so much of our fighter meeting with Biggie Boy Jairzinho Rozenstruik focused on an uptick in his aggression. He is an outstanding counter striker, has as much pop as any heavyweight in this division, but sometimes you got to take more risks, and Rozenstruik has vowed to take more here tonight. I'm not sure how he stayed up.
I mean, when you can hit little shots like that, to stay standing shows and talks to your toughness.
Big left hand.
Stay there, buddy. Recompose. Use your footwork.
Well, he's landed a few big uppercuts already. I will bet you $1,000 he sets it up again here.
You're not taking my money, Jay. Hey, that uppercut. Hurt him again.
Well, at this point, DC, I'm not sure if he's just biding his time or just trying to get some extra reps, but go finish the guy.
It seems like the guy's playing with his food. You know, he's having a good time out there. Everything's working. He's in the zone. It feels like at any moment he can end the night of his opponent. But he seems to be having fun. And hey, to each his own, I guess. I'd be rushing out of that octagon.
Yeah, you don't play with him.
No.
Frantic pace early on to this one. Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Just misses with that one.
Oh, he didn't like that one.
Unable to land with that punch.
Good shots. Keep it up.
Just over 3 minutes to go, round one. Again, going back to the jab, just out of range.
Beautiful strike. He's got to start kicking the body, kicking the head. He's just got to start kicking.
Protect your face.
Effective use of the jab there by Ali. Again, he's looking for that left. It's not there. And both fighters exchange in the pocket.
Good stick.
Rozenstruik gets caught by that straight hand. Beautiful combination there. If you are teaching an up-and-coming fighter about throwing volume strikes effectively, you can do worse than watching the film on this guy
It's a
tonight.
master class, John. It's a master class in mixing up the target, mixing up the strikes, and ending your combinations with the kick.
All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye. And straight punch lands. That's as good a punch as he's thrown all night.
The punch that lands down the middle, the one that you don't feel, is the ones that land perfect, and that one landed perfectly.
Rozenstruik's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings.
Both tough, both durable, both unwilling to take a step backwards. What a phenomenal fight.
Big left hand lands upstairs. Just misses there with the left. Under a minute to go.
He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement, perfect position. What a huge blow in a big moment in this fight.
Well, informed speculation says he's going to try to set up another hook here. Ali's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. Seconds left. 15 seconds. Well, he doesn't need space. Beautiful connection there in the clinch. Oh, single collar tie here. Ali's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. Round 2 next. All right, so the round is over, and you see the cut man not wasting any time as the fighter makes his way back to the stool. The cut man will try to shut that cut on the bridge of his nose and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward. All right, let's check out some of the action, DC, and how about the punching acumen by that fighter in that previous round?
He does not waste anything. He does not loop punches. Everything's tight. Everything's precise. He's a sniper. We always talk about how he's a sniper. He is a sniper, and it showed in that exchange that allowed him to drop his opponent.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. Well, this is
I mean, it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect, John. Great placement on that uppercut.
All right, so the uppercuts have been a big...
He's in a lot of trouble.
Just out of range with the big right hand. Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt. Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. Right now, you've got to do something different to try and change the way that this fight is playing out.
Huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now we need to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight.
Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it showed. This is a very evenly matched fight.
Right hook attempt, that's a miss.
Oh, he's hurt bad.
Oh, huge left. Oh, they're trading huge shots here. We'll see who's the last man standing. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. That punch no good. Well-rounded fighter continues to pressure the kickboxer and landed a really nice hook in that exchange.
You can tell every time he wants to really put some damage on his opponent because he goes to the hook. It's his best punch, and he lands it once again.
Shot there, DC. He is officially rocked.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates.
All right, he's been very clean with his hooks on the feet here tonight, and it's the way he set it up that has really impressed you.
Yeah, it's very impressive to see him pop the jab, pop the right hand, just touch, 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 and then boom, sit down on that hook. He's gonna be trying to find it again. You can see him setting up his opponent, trying to get the hands to drop so he can drop that hook over the top.
fans getting excited, but nobody else is. That cut's getting worse by the minute.
Every time he gets hit there, it gets a little bit messier.
Ali getting work from the top here. These ground and pound strikes very effective. Let's see if he tries to work his way back to his feet. Man, that is loud. Another strike lands for the kickboxer. He really found that flow state pretty early in this fight, and he hasn't looked back.
Found it really early. And when this guy gets into his groove, he is hell on wheels. And right now he is showing why he is such a high-level, high-regarded kickboxer. He is outclassing this guy.
Stay on that cut.
Trying to establish that jab once again. Under a minute to go. Just missed with the elbow there. Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket. Accuracy will land right there. His opponent's wobble champ.
He's hurt.
That'll do it!
Oh my God!
What an absolute freak of a knockout here tonight. That's a 3-check knockout, right? Show money, win money, bonus money.
Absolutely, J.A. There's nothing more exciting than a knockout in sport. You don't see it anywhere but mixed martial arts. This young man will celebrate this deep into the night as he should.
We send it inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 29 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Muhammad Ali!
Well, he's smiling ear to ear, and why not after a knockout like that? I need a ticket to the after party tonight.
I mean, this is what dreams are made of. You dream of the knockout like this, and then the party after, where you and all your coaches get to celebrate the great handiwork.
DC, here he is, the one, the only. Don't call him Kevin Ferguson. He, of course, is Kimbo Slice. And when you're talking about mixed martial arts and its footprint in the United States of America, Kimbo Slice is a guy who deserves a lot of credit for this mass expansion, at least in my mind.
Absolutely, because when Kimbo Slice fought, people tuned in. From The Ultimate Fighter to his days outside of the UFC, some of the biggest TV ratings we've ever experienced are attributed to Kimbo Slice. He's a guy that people just want to see. From the backyard brawls to the octagon, Kimbo Slice is very special.
And probably the nicest guy you would ever want to meet.
He don't look like it.
When that octagon door
closes. He doesn't
closes.
look like
exactly.
it, but he is a great guy.
Kimbo Slice, ready to make a statement in front of this capacity crowd here tonight. So we get another look at this high-level wrestler here tonight, DC. When it comes to the grappling, the wrestling, fighting this guy makes for a really hard night at the office.
It makes for a hard night because the moment he gets close to you, it's like a fly stuck in flypaper. He sticks to you like glue. He moves from position to position seamlessly. He possesses great takedowns from the clinch, from a nice inside trip to a bear hug or a throw. He's just one of those guys that the moment he comes into contact with you, a lifetime of wrestling has shown him an amazing ability to get you to the floor.
Yeah, all of that one-on-one competition, as you mentioned, great in transition. Big spot, needless to say, for him here tonight. And now our tail of the tape for this heavyweight fight. To get us started with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Kimbo Slice! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, an Ultimate Fighter season winner, the former UFC light heavyweight champion, and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Sugar Rashad Evans!
Herb Dean,
Ready to
our
fight?
referee for this
Ready.
one.
Good.
All right, so let's see how Kimbo Slice chooses to attack here early. You can feel the extra buzz in the arena every time Kimbo Slice competes, but this is a very interesting stylistic matchup in front of him here tonight, and candidly not one that he has seen all that often in his MMA career. Just out of range with that right hook.
Nice punch to the head.
Now mixing one into the body. Just missed with the left there. Oh, and there it is, too easy. Beautiful takedown, and on his first attempt, no less. We'll see if the boxer can get back upright.
Well, he said that he was going to dominate him in the wrestling. He said he was going to take him down over and over again, and he was going to break his spirit. That's a great start to that. Getting that takedown, the first takedown, was very important in this fight.
Oh, postures up and lands a huge head strike there. Nicely done by Evans. Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does. Another ground and pound strike lands. Excellent ground and pound here by Evans.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
Just over 3 minutes to go. Evans is right back to the full mount here. Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job.
He's got to be careful here.
Another ground and pound strike lands. All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard.
All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. Just over 2 minutes to go in round one. Evans is back in full mount.
Big ground and pound. He's got to be careful here.
Let's go. Get him off you. Get him off.
Nice.
You've got to start to get to the get-up process. Because everybody talks like you just get up, you don't.
It's a process, right? You get to the underhook, you build to the elbow, then you start to gain height to get back to your feet.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Oh, great ground strike there, and now blood is a factor. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape.
He does a great job of getting to his position, landing effective strikes, and now his opponent's starting to swell.
Good work from the top here by Evans. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Coley's somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Lands the ground and pound strike here. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. Final seconds of round one. Lands a big elbow there. Kimbo slices in half guard now. Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you gotta be careful here. Round two straight ahead. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. All right, so back to the stools we go. They say defense wins championships, and he has not defended well tonight.
He isn't trying, or at least it doesn't seem like he's trying. He has got to move his head. He's trying to react when the punch is already coming, and that's not working. If he takes many more of these shots, this fight is going to be stopped due to the swelling.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. Block that punch.
Oh, nice little right hook there.
Oh, good work with the jab there. And there's the double leg takedown. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Kimbo.
Great job landing from the top position.
Kimbo slices eye starting to swell now. Grounding and pounding away now with these hammer fists. Suffocating work here by Evans. Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here. Just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
All right, continuing to target that swelled area, and it is not looking good now. Outstanding pressure from top position here by Evans. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. 3 minutes and change to go in round two. All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Evans. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. A lot of top pressure being applied here. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission. Massive shot from the top.
Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. Oh, huge pop from the crowd as the fighters get back up to their feet. I mean, you and I love a good grappling match, but these fighters came to see knockouts.
Yeah, the fans came to see them knock each other out. That's what they're going to get. All the grappling was beautiful to watch, Sean, but ultimately, it is the striking that people show up for.
Just over 2 minutes now to go in round 2. Evans is in half guard. Ground and pound strike there now. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. Side control now.
Let's go. We got a scramble here.
He pinned his arm. He's got him in a crucifix. Full side control now.
Kimbo slices. His eye is essentially swollen shut at this point in time, and I'm not sure there's any end swell in the building that's going to open that eye back up. They might stop this fight. All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
Oh, another heavy shot gets through. All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
And once he got to the top, he started to land brutal ground and pound until the fight was called off. Just a dominant performance from the top position.
All right, let's go inside the octagon now to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 51 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Sugar Rashad Evans.
Well, we congratulate him on a huge knockout here tonight. He'll probably keep that smile while he's sleeping tonight after what he was able to produce here.
He's going to be smiling for a really long time. When you get a knockout like that, not only do you get the win, you also, most times, walk away with a $50,000 bonus check.
I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Enter Bruce Lee.
I mean, that's Bruce Lee in a nutshell. Over and over and over, he did the same thing, and it shows in the technique because there's no wasted energy. There's no wasted movements. Everything he does with a purpose. He goes in there with an idea of what he's trying to accomplish, and he gets it done. Bruce Lee is the absolute best. Bruce Lee is the man.
His grappling, his takedown defense figure to be tested here tonight. There aren't that many guys who are going to want to stand and trade on a napkin in the center of the octagon with the great Bruce Lee.
No, if you're fighting Bruce Lee, you're shooting for takedowns right away.
Bruce Lee, the man many of these fight fans have come out to see here tonight. DC, here is Kamaru Usman back on the proving ground here tonight, and even dating to the Ultimate Fighter back in 2015. You got the sense pretty early on that we were looking at somebody special. He was able to cap it with the UFC championship. He's back on the horse here tonight.
He has this undying belief in himself. He believes that through hard work, all the results will show, and they have Kamaru Usman. From the pace and pressure that he put on Dos Anjos to the pace and pressure he put on Woodley, he shows now, and in those fights, why he's one of the best fighters in the welterweight division. And he's really coming into his own when it comes to his striking. Certainly, he's had a lot of standard influences in his ear. Henry Hooft, of course, Greg Jones on the wrestling side. Kamaru Usman, as he put it way back in the day, is a real problem.
points again here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. To get us started with the official introductions, we go inside to the veteran voice of the Octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Bruce the Dragon Lee. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC welterweight champion, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare Usman.
All right, Herb Dean, our referee for this one, just about to get underway. All right, early round action here, and keep an eye on that jab of Kamaru Usman, right? I don't have to tell a lot of you who are listening tonight that he has gone to great lengths to develop that with Trevor Whitman, and that has really helped him set up his takedowns. But he wants to box tonight. He feels like this matchup is a striking matchup for him. We'll see if he can put those words into action here tonight. Trying to establish the jab early on here. Back to the leg kick now, that one's no good. Usman gets caught with that punch. Not the easiest guy in the world to hit, but he got caught there.
Good jab.
Scramble and go! Scramble and go!
He passes the half.
Right into side control. Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet.
He needs to shove the knee, hip heist, and get back up to your feet.
Oh, the ground and pound is there. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. Both fighters back to their feet now. Lands a big right hand there. What a beautiful entry on the takedown for Kamaru Usman. Now we'll see what he can do with it. His ground and pound is outstanding. He's been more opportunistic with it of late. And you know, in terms of the cardio, few men can match it here in this UFC welterweight division.
Great job finding his shots from the top position.
Fight for that wrist control now.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop
You
it.
got to defend. But you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish. Oh, in the mouth. Now he's got good body position, yup.
Oh, great ground shot there, and that one opened him up.
Hey, scramble, get up! Scramble, scramble, get up! Posture up and finish it.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Usman. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground. Hard ground and pound, some swelling now starting to appear. All right, so the big storyline in this one, the Nigerian Nightmare Kamaru Usman, the wrestling's on point and the ground and pound going on as well.
You know, these skills are what allowed for Kamaru Usman to become the #1 pound-for-pound.
Oh, big shots here.
Oh, he got to his spot.
Posture's up now. That's a vicious head strike. How'd he take it?
big elbow.
Lee's in half guard.
Now he's going full mount.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes.
Lands another strike upstairs, and for his opponent, that is certainly not going to help matters when it comes to the swelling.
He can't miss, Jay. And when you saw the swelling initially, you knew that he needed to change something. He still has not changed that. And while it's getting worse, it's still not at a point where we should panic. But a few more, and he's going to find himself in a dire situation.
Get your hips back. Move your hips.
This is where he wants to be.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Usman. Seconds left. These ground strikes are starting to add up. Final seconds here of round one. While landing several strikes here from the top, standing over his opponent. Good work here by Usman. Round two is next. All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up.
I need you to avoid that takedown, okay? Let's not worry about the knees. Let's not worry about the strikes.
All right, replay truck has been kept busy tonight as we get you some clips from that previous round, and maybe we can even isolate the strike that opened his cheek up.
I mean, a cut on your cheek, while it's in a better spot, it is still so hard to deal with. Every time that gets hit, it hurts so bad. He's gonna have to move his head here.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. Straight punch there again, been there all night. And he tags him with the straight, nice job there by Lee. Trying to go to the body now with the kick, that one is huge shot, finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up kick. The kill shot is what they call it. He's going in the fight.
And mixes in a takedown, why not?
There it is. Now he's going to mount. Yes, smart adjustment. Yep.
Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked. Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Lee going to work from guard here. Nice combination of strikes there. Very efficient, very effective. All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. Right inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have two hands in or two hands out, or guys start to attack triangles. Great ground and pound by this man.
Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there.
He passes to half guard.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Oh, big elbow. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Usman. And busy as he looks to improve position here. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one.
Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get all the way down to his opponent's neck to try to choke him out and finish his fight.
Oh, he's got his back.
Get that good wrist control down.
Well, no surprise to see him rinse and repeat as he continues to target that swelling upstairs.
Targeting that swollen eye, getting back after him, making him work, and recognizing like, hey, this is my path. It's working, I'm gonna stay on.
2 minutes to go.
shot, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is starting off the mat.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Usman. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again.
Use your hips to get back in the guard.
He's got to start throwing now.
Hey, scramble, get up. Scramble, scramble, get up.
Nice shots landing from the top position. Great submission defense.
Let's work. I'll stand this up. You need to work.
Less than a minute to go in the round. Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent.
Yep, got to be very careful there.
Ground and pound, the hammer. Mark Coleman would be proud.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
All right, well, he's got him softened up here. Thought about a choke, instead flattens him out. And now he's got a lot of options offensively, champ.
Yeah, he's got all the options available to him. Now he just has to get all that hip pressure into his opponent's back and just start raining down ground and pound.
And if you're the bottom fighter, better start intelligently defending yourself. Lee's eye looks so swollen now, you've got to at least speculate as to whether or not that is a fractured orbital. Postures up now and lands the vicious head strike. And the horn sounds on round two. All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cutman will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's your replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage him.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Ooh, how about that defense into offense, and certainly the reach advantage pays dividends there, blocks the strike, and immediately counters with a straight punch. Lee gets crushed with that hook.
More strikes to the head.
Oh, lands another beautiful strike to the body, really starting to connect at will when it comes to working the body. And especially on the overhand, now he's hurt.
That's one of those shots that if you take one of them, if you end the night, that one landed right on the spot.
All right, well, good news. Here's Bruce Buffer now with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 45 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare Usman.
All right, Kamaru Usman, your winner tonight by knockout, and this was a no-doubter. This is a bonus-winning performance, and again, adding to his Hall of Fame legacy with a big win tonight.
Usman has done things in fighting that not even he could have expected. The way that he has improved in every area of mixed martial arts is really special. And tonight, it was the hand speed and the power that leads him to victory. He gets a beautiful...
we'll see how it goes for this decorated kickboxer. Nice to see him cross over into the UFC, and a lot of people feel like if he can get on sort of an Alex Pineda type trajectory in terms of the work ethic and the approach, could be a future world champion.
Well, he looks like it. He seems to have all the skills, and he says the right thing. We were talking to him the other day. He spoke about all the time they're spending in the gym working on the wrestling, because he knows that the kickboxing is embedded in him. He has done it so long, he can do it on cruise control. The wrestling has improved. And he said because his wrestling's improved, the guys are going to have to stand with him. When they have to stand, he said the lights will be shut off. I cannot wait to see him.
Dude's got power everywhere, and that's why a lot of these fans have traveled far and wide to see him compete live here tonight. So here is the Black Beast, Derrick Lewis. It wasn't all that long ago that he beat Alexander Volkov, had won 9 of 10, and earned a title shot against you in New York City. Derrick Lewis back on the grind here tonight.
Derrick Lewis is a beast and one of the strongest guys that I have ever felt inside of the octagon. Every time his punches land, you can feel this unbelievable thud up against your head, in the body, and everything he does, it is just absolute power. He's a very, very good athlete, as he shows with these double kicks that he always likes to throw up. Derrick Lewis, when you win 9 out of 10 fights, you're a monster.
And he is on paper one of the more prolific knockout artists this division historically has ever seen. The Black Beast, ready to get back to it here tonight. Tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Nasruddin Imavov. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Derrick the Black Beast Lewis.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, here we go with round 1. Derrick Lewis, the Black Beast, is ready to go. He's worked very hard on his conditioning. He's fought a lot of 5-rounders in the UFC. Don't let the frame fool you. This is a guy who has the stamina to sustain into the championship rounds if we need to go there. Investing in the body with the kick there. All right, so we build this as a striker's delight and a good early sign for the boxer getting inside and landing that hook on the kickboxer.
Beautiful hook in close, staying tight so that the kickboxer is very limited with using his legs, but he can always land and turn on that beautiful hook.
Beautiful jab there. It's one thing to have length, of course, it's another. Fast pace here in the early going. All right, leg kicks are the weapon of choice early for this kickboxer. No surprise that he would try to attack that lead limb of the boxer, who all of a sudden has to make some adjustments and which sticks on.
He's got to beat that lead leg up. He's got to limit the mobility of the boxer by kicking that leg over and over again. He did it early. Let's see if the boxer can start to pick up on it and try to check that kick so that he doesn't get beat down and be very limited in his approach.
On to the mount.
Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. Oh, another strike lands from the top. Back mount now. Under the neck. Oh, and now he flattens him out, DC. A couple hooks in. This could be trouble.
Look at all that hip pressure he has into his opponent's back. Now he'll start to rain down brutal ground and pound.
And you better intelligently defend here. This could be the beginning of the end. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Working out the half guard here. Excellent ground and pound there by Nassourdine Imavov. Side control.
Changing the position. Darce, yep, trying to hit a Darce here.
Oh, Darce choke locked and loaded.
Darce choke is in tight. He's got to be very patient, though. He does not want to rush this if he wants to finish the fight.
Okay, he's got it. That's it.
Oh, that was deep, but he got out.
That was beautiful submission defense by this guy.
And now he reverses position. Wow. So Lewis is in half guard. Oh, what a moment there as they make their way back to the feet. Crowd may be drunk, but they're absolutely loving it.
Yeah, the crowd loves the stand-up fight. So all that grappling wasn't what they wanted to see. They're back up on their feet now. They're popping for it. They're excited.
Lewis's head kick attempt, that one is blocked.
You know, that's a big thing whenever you're blocking high kicks, man. You cannot just take the brunt of that kick on one arm. You have to get that cross arm to try and guide that kick so you don't take all of it.
Out of range with that one.
Kicks to the body. Another big kick.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks submission or big ground and pound.
Imavov going to work here from guard and doing a pretty good job, I might add. Back to his feet. Ryan there, his opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. When you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school. Oh, good knee.
He's on wobbly legs now. Feels like the beginning of the end. What an end to round one.
Stop.
All right, there's the end of the round, and what a round it was for him. 2 knockdowns there. I'm not sure if the opposite corner's going to throw in the towel, if the doctor's going to come in, but he is hurting for certain.
I mean, they've got to look at it, right? They've got to look at their fighter, and sometimes you have to save your fighter from himself.
Right.
He's always going to get up. He showed that, but he has been outclassed in round number 1. He has to either change something or show his coaches that he is going to do something different, or they can't send him back out there.
All right, so a lot of highlights over those previous 5 minutes. DC, take us through the replay, if you will.
A lot of good action, but punching led the dance. Punching was the thing that stood out to me. That allowed him to take control of the round.
Round 2 underway. Good body work with that hook by Lewis. Gets back to his feet. Imavov's forehead is bleeding now. Cut just opened up. Well, no denying that he brought it. Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
Oh, a big look. Oh, he's hurt. Imavov's hook shot blocked. That one was telegraphed. Good job by the defense. Oh, looks as though that right eye might be starting to shut. Yes, it is. Oh, you land, I land. Is that what we're doing here? The Black Beast gets hit by that kick to the body.
Oh, nice kick. But he needs to check one of these kicks. He has to discourage him from throwing this kick over and over again.
All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. You know, sometimes when you play basketball, you're in the zone. This dude's in the zone.
This guy's throwing his basketball in the midst of the ocean. He can't miss with anything that he throws. Every kick lands. Every punch lands. He is just outclassed this guy on the feet. You have got to find a way to change the way that this fight is playing out, or your night's going to end very early.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in round 2. Oh, nice straight there by Lewis. Well, you don't want to take too many kicks on that calf, and now it's starting to show some visible damage.
You can see the color starting to change on the calf. He's taking too many of his kicks.
Try to establish that jab. Yes, the single collar tie now. And there's another takedown attempt.
Great block.
And that will do it. The Black Beast strikes again.
Oh, man.
Let's go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 25 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Derek the Black Beast Lewis.
Well, Derek Lewis just might be the UFC heavyweight champion of the world before this run is said and done. Congratulations to the Black Beast on yet another UFC triumph here tonight. Really starting to put all of his skills together. That is a scary proposition for his fellow heavyweight contenders. Tonight, it is all about the Black Beast. Mike Tyson's in the game, ladies and gentlemen. Last boxing competition for him against Kevin McBride in 2005. He loves this mixed martial arts stuff. You know about his appetite for competition. This felt like an eventuality. Tyson on the biggest stage tonight.
Yeah, it always felt like Mike Tyson would make his way here because he loves fighting so much. He loves mixed martial arts so much. But if you ever thought a guy could cross over from boxing with the athleticism, you thought it was Iron Mike Tyson. He was so fast, he was so gifted. He's an A-plus athlete. And if he commits himself to the wrestling like he did boxing, I imagine Tyson will find a lot of success inside the octagon.
Once the baddest man on the planet, trying to realize that distinction again, albeit in a different combat sports setting. We'll see how it goes for Iron Mike tonight. Mike Tyson steps inside the octagon. He is ready to fight. right, so here's the heavyweight contender, Curtis Razor Blaydes, JUCO national champion at Harper College as a collegiate wrestler, and he has been one of the more prolific takedown artists this heavyweight division has ever seen.
Yes, he's a very big, very strong, very skilled wrestler, but don't sleep on the hands of Curtis Blaydes. In the Justin Willis fight, you saw the wrestling set up the overhand right that put Willis down, and you've seen that from Curtis Blaydes, a guy that's so good at that one skill that it opens everything else up. Curtis Blaydes is a beast in the heavyweight division.
He was massively disappointed that Francis Ngannou rematch didn't go his way, but to your point, turned around quickly, beat Justin Willis, and got right back on that path to contention. We'll see how it goes for Curtis Blaydes here tonight. Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Here once more is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Mike Tyson! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Curtis Razor Blaydes.
Herb Dean, third man in the octagon tonight. All right, so here he is, formerly the baddest man on the planet, former boxing heavyweight champion, Iron Mike Tyson. Look for him to move forward. You know the flurries are coming. He'll employ that signature peekaboo style as he tries to get inside. Takedown defense.
Big double leg, double change.
Well, how's that for executing the game plan? He told us he needed to get the early takedown, and he produces right out of the chute.
He got it done, man. Takedowns were the emphasis in camp, and he got it done. He has to be happy that it worked to perfection.
Blaydes making these ground strikes count.
Nice strike lands from the bottom fight.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start. Great shot from the top position. He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Tyson's in half guard now. Really maximizing his shots here on the ground. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud.
Take your time, relax, breathe. Move and relax for me.
Just over 3 minutes to go. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Blaydes is right back to the full mount. Nice positional control here. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Tyson. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these big shots.
Come on now. You gotta get him back in the guard.
Moving his head here on the ground, champ.
I mean, this guy is very active off of his back, and it helps him to evade those strikes.
Good work from the top here by Blaydes.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Don't let him go to the mouth. Keep on
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Relentless pressure from the top by Curtis Blaydes.
All right, relax for me, bud. Good. You're doing fine. Stay relaxed. Breathe.
90 seconds now to go in round one.
Hey, scramble, get up.
Oh, nice elbow.
Scramble, get up.
Constantly a moving target. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now.
Oh. And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him.
60 seconds. Finish stroke.
Less than a minute now to go in round one. Blaydes is in half guard. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Grounding and pounding away. Nice strikes to the body there by Curtis Blaydes. Waning seconds here of this opening round. Oh, these are some serious power punches from the top by Blaydes. Print the shirts, ground and pound. 5 minutes in the books.
Everything is going exactly like we planned. He cannot handle your striking. Listen, you're gonna learn that right hand in this way. Just keep.
All right, so there's the horn. That means it's the end of the round, and a lot of good offensive wrestling work from him over those previous 5 minutes.
I mean, great offensive wrestling. Every time he changed levels and got to his opponent's legs, he was able to secure the takedown. Let's see what type of fatigue his opponent will carry into the next round.
Ready.
All right, second round underway.
Great job getting that punch to the target. He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. He doesn't know if he's in the octagon or at his mom's house for Thanksgiving. He's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Knock him out. The fight's done. Nice pass.
Blaydes ground and pound from half guard.
Getting them out here. This is a terrible position.
Tyson's in half guard. Lands with the ground and pound here. Another ground and pound strike lands. Blaydes is back in full mount. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage out.
Really good job to land these strikes from top position.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
Get yourself in a good position, a better position.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Curtis Blaydes. Pretty accurate there from bottom position. Another ground and pound strike lands.
Stay in tight. Stay in tight. Grab the hinge. Grab the hinge.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler. Oh, you gotta be careful there, yep.
Oh, man, another ground strike gets through. It's gonna be Motrin in the morning. The swelling starting to appear. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Curtis Blaydes. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time. He's got to be careful here.
Lands with the ground and pound. Oh, hard ground strike there, and that one opened up a cut. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure.
Oh, big elbow.
Postures up. Oh, and he lands a brutal strike to the head. Well, he's got his back now. Tyson's eye is starting to swell shut.
All these actions, though, these big actions, got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Blaydes is right back to the full mount here.
You have to be so well-rounded once you get to the top of these divisions. You cannot just be a knockout guy. You got to be able to change it up if you find yourself in this situation that he's in right now.
30 seconds to go.
Look at that. Recognizing he's about to lose position.
20 seconds now remain in the round. Blaydes has got full mount now. Seconds winding down in round 2. Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Curtis Blaydes. Round 3 next.
Stop.
That's what I'm talking about right there. You're controlling everything on the ground. You just take him down again. Position before submission. Remember that. All right?
All right, back to the stool, and he is officially swole, and I'm not talking about muscles. He is swollen up top.
I mean, he looks bad. It's because he was too stationary. He was on the receiving end of too many big shots. He was beat up. He was battered. He was bruised. And look at all the swelling. It shows that he has taken far too many.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Picture position here, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect. He's in trouble. That one was thrown to end the fight.
Huge shots being landed on both sides. Oh, big left hook there.
Oh, he's still hurt. Look at that. He can't even stand. Oh, my goodness. Check that last one.
Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You got to go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off. Take your time. He's right for the picking. Go and pick the fruit. He gets to the single collar tie.
Double leg takedown attempt here, and that one is true. Nice job there to enter and ultimately plant his opponent on the mat.
Now what does he do? That he's gotten his best shot off, finished the attack. Where does he go now from the top position?
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Curtis Blades. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight.
Doing good. It's okay.
Oh, right into mount.
All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
All right, so good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Lands the ground and pound strike.
He's got to be careful here.
We have crossed the midpoint of this one. And again, dealing with that cut around his eye. Got to be careful.
He's got to shore up the defense, because if he keeps getting hit there, it's only going to continue to get worse.
Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. A series of punches from the top here by Curtis Blades.
Let's go. I need you to posture now.
Beautiful ground strikes landed.
And there it is, another strike on the ground gets through.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Yet again, rinse and repeat, targeting that swelling, and you gotta think this is gonna start to affect his performance now.
Yeah, it's at a point now, John, where he's going to start to get desperate. He's going to start to make some mistakes, because this swelling is not just minor anymore. We're starting to get into the major territory.
Good, solid strike on the ground. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. Oh, that cut is getting worse with every passing ground strike as he lands again.
Now he's got good body position, yup.
Under a minute to go.
Let's go. I need you to posture and bomb on him.
Oh, man, beautiful job to target that already compromised spot. It's getting worse by the minute.
Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got him up. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish his technique.
Final seconds of round 3. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Curtis Blades. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books.
All right, that eye's pretty swollen right now. We gotta keep our hands
Heading
up.
back to the corner now.
We've done this before.
So Iron Mike Tyson's eye is looking pretty bad at this point, DC. The cut man's going to hustle in there and see if he can work on that, or that eye might swell shut. All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much, and if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defense.
4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Oh, he landed a beautiful straight punch there, DC. He's got straight connections right up the gut, DC. He's in a world of trouble now.
They say the straight moves are the ones that get there first, and it got right to the target. Oh, nice level change.
And back to his feet.
Oh, nice level change.
Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you, that is so good at what they do. When you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, you got to try to find a way to stop him. He needs to try to get a takedown or something, because the more he's standing, the more he's going to have to deal with this cut, and now all the blood that's coming from the cut.
Tyson's eye does not look real good right now. It actually is starting to swell shut, so that will be something that bears watching as this fight continues. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Curtis Blaydes.
Oh, he got to his spot.
Good work from the top here by Blaydes.
You can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't have to be that damaging.
Yeah.
You just got to move.
Well, you don't blame him for continuing to badger that cut. Things are getting bloody, champ.
Yeah, you got to be careful now, because as it bleeds, you got to worry about the blood going into the eye. Now it's time to start being on high alert. This is where he wants to be.
Under 3 minutes now to go on the round. Well, shades of Anthony Showtime Pettis against Tony Ferguson, just masked in blood. This is not looking good.
Yeah, it was like all Ferguson fighters, right? He would just destroy people, and that's exactly what he looks like right now. He looks like he has been on the receiving end of all the elbows thrown by Tony Ferguson. His cut is really bad. Beautiful transition. He's got to find a way to get back to his feet.
So Iron Mike Tyson's eye is now swollen shut. They could actually stop this fight right now, given how bad it is. Clearly the referee keeping a close eye on the fighters. Standing over his opponent here and making these strikes count. Beautiful sequence there by Blaydes. Oh, nice shot landed from the bottom. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Curtis Blaydes. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here, and he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Tyson's really bleeding something fierce now. That cut is not getting any better.
He's got to start throwing now. In the half guard.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Blaydes. These ground strikes are starting to add up. All right, so a grueling battle on the ground, and no surprise, the crowd pops in appreciation. All right, pausing the action here. The referee never wants to be the story, but given the swelling around that eye, doctor had to be called for here, champ.
Well, he's having a very difficult time picking up the opponent. Seeing where his opponent is, he's getting tagged. He's getting pieced up.
That'll do it. Fighter trying to state his case, but he's not going to be passing any vision tests tonight. TKO via doctor stoppage, sort of an anticlimactic ending to that one. All right, the official decision is in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO, Curtis Razor Blaydes.
Well, Curtis Blaydes with another big W here tonight, and perhaps this is a guy who could eventually find his way into a UFC championship fight. I thought he put all the skills together beautifully here tonight. Curtis Blaydes, all of a sudden a major factor in this UFC heavyweight division. Well, pretty much every time out in the UFC, DC, this man has put on a striking clinic, and that is his methodology coming in here tonight. He'll try to keep the fight on the feet.
And that's why we tune in, right? That's why we tune in. We tune in to see guys that are dynamic. We tune in for the speed.
We tune in for the knowledge of the striking game, the ability to set traps, the ability to find the jab, the ability to find the right hand, the right kick, the left kick, the knees, the elbows. He truly uses every weapon that he has in his arsenal to try and finish his opponents. You make one mistake, night's over. Cannot make mistakes against a guy that has the striking acumen of this guy right here.
And the jab is not as underutilized a weapon as it was in MMA, say 5 or 7 years ago, but he's got as good a jab as anyone in the business, and that is where all of his striking flows off of. We'll see how it goes for him in this matchup tonight. So here's the English lightweight hopeful Marc Diakiese. He was 12-0 before running into Drakkar Klose back in 2017. Big win over Joe Duffy in 2019. And a lot of people think eventually Diakiese is going to find his way into that top 15.
As Diakiese has tried to make his way into the top 15, he has had to shore up some of the holes in his game. As you saw in the close fight, he had a lot of difficulty clearing the clinch position, was not able to get back to the center where he can use his striking advantage. This guy is a very well-rounded kickboxer, has a background in Muay Thai, but was not able to use any of that in the fight against Drakkar Klose, and it showed because he didn't get his hand raised. But when he went back against Joe Duffy, you saw the improvements. You saw how he had identified the weaknesses and started to work on them, and it led to him getting his hand raised.
And I got to think of the video game set. A pretty fun guy to play with. Marc Diakiese ready to go here tonight. And now our tail of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, John Lord Silva! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Marc Bone Crusher Diakiese!
One of the best in the business, Herb Dean, is our referee tonight.
Good.
All right, great matchmaking here by Sean Shelby and Mick Maynard as we get round 1 underway. 2 accomplished kickboxers going head-to-head. Now for you, you'd be salivating, get in on that single leg, but for these guys, they're going to strike in the middle of the octagon.
No singles to be had tonight. These guys are going to meet in the middle of the octagon. They're going to trade punches and kicks. Both of these guys are tremendously fast. They're very quick. They both do a good job of setting up their kicks through their hands, and they both know exactly when to throw. This is going to be a high-level kickboxing match with 4-ounce gloves.
Big one there. Oh, nice punishing kick to the body. Back to the jab now, no good. Beautiful straight punch there by Diakiese. Big shots being landed on both sides here. Counter jab, snaps the head back. That'll get his attention. Lands a nice jab there. Some more output, at least in the early going. Diakiese's attempt there is blocked by the opponent. Well, the left hook has been there at times, not that time. Right on the button.
It won't take many of those. Fast leg kick lands.
Diakiese gets caught by that straight punch. You gotta do better than that defensively. Just over 3 minutes to go on the first round. Landed the overhead.
I mean, is this thing on the beat? times can you say punch to the head? Oh, nice. Nice leg kick. Oh. Ooh, big shot lands.
That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands. And rip the body there. Just over 2 minutes to go.
He's got to start throwing down.
Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home. Just misses with the straight right. Oh, Jacasey going for the body kick there, but he misses. No setup whatsoever there.
Lands a quick jab.
Head kick, that's a miss. Well, he's got the reach advantage. You might as well use it. Nice. Excessive hook right there. You see, he's rocked.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly, and it hurt his opponent very bad.
Well, we've seen a lot of different elements to his striking game tonight, especially that hook. We'll see if he sets it up again here. He has punctuated a lot of his combinations with that hook shot tonight. Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut.
Holy smokes!
I mean, you gotta be kidding me. Everybody here inside this arena digesting what they just saw. That is not a TKO, folks. That is a clean knockout result tonight.
I mean, just wow. What a performance by this young man, knocking his opponent out with a single shot like that.
Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 14 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, John Lord Silva!
Well, he's smiling ear to ear, and why not after a knockout like that? I need to take it to the after party tonight.
I mean, this is what dreams are made of. You dream of the knockout like this, and then the party after, where you and all your coaches get to celebrate the great handiwork.
All right, so here he is, the Killer Gorilla, longtime middleweight contender Jared Cannonier. And how do you assess the career to this point in time? Well, only 2 guys to beat him in the last 5 or 6 years, Robert Whittaker and Israel Adesanya. So most of the fights, like this one tonight, that Jared Cannonier is expected to win, he has held serve and done just that. If there has been any knock on Cannonier, it's that his game just hasn't been quite elite enough when the challenges have been the guys at the top of the division. But Cannonier is world-class. He has realized success in 3 different UFC divisions. And even though he's coming up on 40, don't let the age fool you. That's just a number. This guy looks a whole lot better with his shirt off than that. Well, history is going to look back upon fondly the career of Nikita Krylov. Realized a ton of success as a young mixed martial arts athlete when he didn't necessarily know exactly what he was doing. Still just 31 years of age, he can already lay claim to 30 professional MMA wins, and he is a finisher of the highest order. He does not discriminate. There is no safe area when you fight Nikita Krylov, and if he had a bigger name, a lot of people believe he would have already fought for the world title. Tonight, a true eliminator and an opportunity for the minor Nikita Krylov to realize his first shot at a world title. Tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. All right, to get us started now, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Jared the Killer Gorilla Cannonier. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the right corner, Nikita the Miner Krylov.
So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, early round action here. The Killer Gorilla. I never get tired of saying that. Jared Cannonier back on the proven ground. Mentally, physically, emotionally, this guy is all in. He does a lot of visualization and meditation and certainly spoke to us at length about that. And just believes that he is able to be calm and collected and relaxed on fight night because of all the mental preparation he does in advance of these big fights. Couple of chins here being tested early. Oh, misses with the jab. Nice job to set up the counter there. He waited patiently, and when his opponent got a little bit over-aggressive, he greeted him with a beautiful counter. Nicely done. Strike landed pretty cleanly there.
Right behind that jab now.
Oh, and he tags him with the straight. Beautifully placed there by the Alaskan Jared Cannonier.
Those are big strikes.
Krylov circling to his right. Back to the left hand now, unable to connect. All right, the Killer Gorilla Jared Cannonier getting that jab working here pretty early, DC.
And a power jab. I mean, everything about Jared Cannonier is power. You look at him, you can tell that the guy is just insanely powerful. But it's this jab that is this trigger to do everything going forward in every fight that he's in.
So just over 20 total strikes have landed for the Killer Gorilla Jared Cannonier. All right, so Jared Cannonier with a window of opportunity here. Beautiful jab to get the striking party started.
Beautiful jab, and watch for him to follow with leg kicks. Remember the kick against Anderson Silva? He blew his leg out. Anderson had to be carried from the octagon because of the kicks of Jared Cannonier. He's a big, powerful guy that's become a fantastic mixed martial artist. Oh, nice.
Well, at this point, he is really timing things out well. It looks like he'll try to set up another combination of counter strikes here. He'll try to bait his opponent in and ultimately use that over-aggressiveness against him. All right, full guard here, DC. What does he need to do to improve position?
Well, he's got to start to build his posture, get some damage off, move the half guard, which in turn leads to more opportunities for advancement.
He's attacking guillotine.
That is tight.
Oh, how about that? He gives up on the submission. Looked pretty tight to me. 2 minutes to go. Oh, effective utilization of the ground and pound here by Krylov. Oh, big shots from the top. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there.
Yep, got to be very careful there.
Oh, good ground and pound here. Cannoniers in half guard. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Oh, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both had their moments and they both showed true skill on the ground.
Pretty good straight punch there by the Alaskan Jared Cannonier. Krylov's now dealing with a cheek cut. And now leather being thrown on both sides. Oh, here comes the kick. That one blocked by Krylov.
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
20 seconds left.
Beautiful setup to the leg kick.
10 seconds now to go in the round. Krylov's eye is closing up. For the end of round one. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, as they attend to the damaged fighter, we will re-rack some replays for you. A lot of damaging strikes landed by the opposition in that previous round.
Well, him just not really paying attention on the defensive side has made his opponent look like an absolute world beater. He's a good fighter, but he has never looked this good, and that is partly because his opponent is not defending.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Round two is underway. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmakers did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. So even though it wasn't crazy, you got to see high-level mixed martial arts.
All right, seems as though his sole focus is attacking that cut, and man, it's getting bad now. A lot of blood flowing.
Yeah, as it should be. Oh! He's hurt.
And a knee.
Big combination.
Just out of range with that right hand. Oh, bring him over the top. This fight's gonna be over, DC.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high when his opponent thought he was going low. And now he's got him hurt very bad.
So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Got to capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities. You don't get them as often as you'd like. So when you get a guy hurt, you got to find a way to finish the fight.
The crowd continues to sway with every huge shot being landed. Back and forth we go. Back to the feet.
Oh, nice right in. He loaded up there on that high kick.
Oh, you can feel the breeze there. Swing and a miss by Cannonier. Heavy leather landed on both sides in that exchange. Just out of the range with that right hand. Just over 3 minutes now to go in round two. Oh, nice job landing the knee there. He's got a lot of size for this division and put it to good use there. Right now, a little separation between the two fighters. Head kick attempt is blocked.
You know, a lot of people say those don't land, but even if you're blocking them a little bit, they still put damage on.
Huge connection right there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
It doesn't always pay to be the taller fighter. In this instance, it most certainly did. Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Krylov.
He's going guillotine.
All right, so he lets go of the submission now.
He let go because he saw that he was going to lose his position. You got to maintain dominant position when you're in a fight.
All right, side control now. Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. All right, north-south position now. We'll see who transitions first. Ooh, he's setting up another submission now. Oh, he's got the Kimura position locked in now. Wow, somehow, some way he gets the arm out.
It looked like he was done, John, but he was able to stay comfortable, stay patient, and now he finds himself safe.
Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. Champ, these submission setups aren't that bad, but he keeps getting denied.
Yeah, because he's not panicking. He's taking his time. He knows what to do whenever something is coming in his direction. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to watch a guy comfortable even when he's under attack.
Under a minute now to go.
Very active off of his back. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom.
Lands the grounded pound strike here. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy, trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
Final seconds. All right, working inside the closed guard now.
He passed the half guard.
All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, mercifully, that is it for the round, and Cannonier's got a nasty cut above the eye. The cut man has some work to do here between rounds. All right, well, the athletes have kept the replay truck busy tonight. We will take a look back at some of the highlights from that previous round. He opened a cut above his opponent's eye.
And now the cut becomes a story. We are going to have to watch the placement of this cut. Is the blood going to start to leak into the eye? How is he going to be able to fight through the damage that was dealt on those shots? What a great round by his opponent. But now it's on him to make the adjustments that gives himself a chance.
And it's not just the cut man who has his work cut out for him. We'll see if he can make those adjustments and rally here in this next round. Cannonier gets caught by that straight punch there. Opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change. Make him think you're going low and you come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch.
All right, so another nice strike by him there, and he continues to attack that cut. Pretty sage decision by him to target that area.
We always talk about his fight IQ, John. We talk about his ability to recognize his advantages. That's exactly what he's doing. The moment he saw that cut, I knew that would become his focus.
All right, everything's been working off the jab for Jared Cannonier tonight, and he lands it again there.
Just a presence about himself is what I think about when I think about Jared Cannonier. He's a guy that has fought in multiple weight classes, and he gets that jab to the target so quickly.
The head kick there as it lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night.
Nice jab by Krylov.
I want you to make that cut worse now.
And he's looking for that left hand, just missed.
Gets to the single collar tie. Using the free hand beautifully, lands a nice punch from the clinch.
Oh, and he connects there. Right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that punch.
Well, you got to think he might be trying to set up that overhand again. He's found a home for it all night long. Let's see if that holds true.
Let's go. Let's open up that cut a little bit more.
We have crossed the midpoint of this one. Cannonier's tough as it gets, but how about the size of that bruise starting to form on his right side?
Sean, put those punches together.
Throwing that jab now again, the fighter evades.
Oh, great level change there. Oh, he passes to half guard now. And he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Cannonier.
Now he's going full mount. That was nice.
Cannonier's back in full mount.
Let's go. Into the posture now.
Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. Cannonier's looking to pass out of the half guard and attain side control here, but unable to do so.
And there you go, again, half guard. Wow, he actually reversed the position, but he didn't stop there. He took a strong top position himself.
45 seconds remain in the round. Oh, big pop from the crowd as they get back to their feet after a pretty scintillating grappling battle there on the ground.
Well, it's an educated crowd, John. They appreciated all the grappling exchanges and how skilled both of these men are.
He's out! Nikita Krylov with one of the greatest knockouts you will see. Well, make no mistake about it, he is getting 2 paychecks tonight as he gets the big TKO victory. Wow.
That's unbelievable. It was crazy to watch his finishing instincts on display as he got that massive victory. It was amazing, John. It was amazing.
We go to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 35 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by TKO, Nikita the Miner Krylov.
Well, the celebration is on over there in the corner, and nothing subdued about it. They put a lot of time into this training camp and into this performance, and certainly their athlete delivered.
It was a result that they desired. They said, I don't care how this match ends, as long as I'm not standing there waiting on the judges. He got his opponent hurt, and he found the follow-up shots that allowed him to get the TKO.
All right, so a visual you thought you may never see Muhammad Ali taking his act to the octagon, and a lot of people out there betting on this man think he's going to realize success here tonight.
Well, why would you not expect it, right? The guy has done everything he has ever said he was going to do, to become the gold medalist, to becoming the heavyweight world champion, to becoming the the greatest boxer the world has ever seen. This guy is a fearless competitor. He has tremendous hand speed, unbelievable footwork, but it won't be those gifts that allow him to find success in the UFC. He's gonna have to mix everything up.
Sort of felt like he had exhausted the boxing world, felt like this was the next professional challenge. Perhaps a case of be careful what you wish for. Muhammad Ali gracing the octagon here tonight. The greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali, steps inside the octagon and is ready to fight. So with much fanfare, here is Jon Jones back in defense of his UFC heavyweight championship. Remarkable the manner in which he came back from a 3-year layoff. Figures to present an even better version here tonight.
Well, so many people questioned or wondered when Jon Jones would come to heavyweight. When he did, he looked better than he ever has inside the UFC's octagon, winning the heavyweight championship and reasserting himself as the dominant force in mixed martial arts. Jon Jones once again steps into the octagon looking to build on his legacy.
And we don't know how long for this game Jon Jones is, so enjoy him while he is here. We'll see how it goes tonight in this UFC Heavyweight Championship title defense. Jon Bones Jones. He is ready to go. So are we for our main event. And now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. All right, now to get us started, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Muhammad Ali. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC light heavyweight champion, Jon Bones Jones.
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the octagon. All right, here we go, folks. They have locked the door behind Muhammad Ali and Jon Jones, 2 of the consensus greatest in their craft of all time. Going to be interesting to see how it plays out, champ.
You don't get that. You don't get 2 guys that are thought of as the greatest of all time, and not many argue with it about it. That is exactly what we get with Jones versus Ali. We get 2 long strikers inside the octagon trying to settle the age-old question. Is it MMA or is it boxing? We find out tonight.
All right, no surprise to see Johnny Bones Jones open with some of those long-range weapons and finding some early success in this one.
That's exactly what he does. He throws the front kick to the leg, and he throws those lead kicks to the body. He's long, he's 6'4" for the weight class, and he has learned masterfully how to fight with his height and his range. All those long-range weapons are Jon Jones's calling card. Now into his mount.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. Oh, he's setting up for a submission now. Looks like he's got that submission locked in.
He's really advanced now. Looks like he's gonna get it finished.
All right, so now blood is a factor, you see. No way, he got it.
This is a guy that never gives up on himself. He was able to clear his head, defend the armbar. The fight was done. He lives to fight on. Great job landing from the top position.
All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key
is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
Fight for that wrist control now.
Nice positional control here.
Ref won't help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of his position. Oh, watch the arm here.
Looks pretty tight, DC.
It's getting tight right now, John.
Oh, so how about that? The offensive fighter bails on the submission now.
Very smart. You got to keep position over submission.
Takes the back, now going for the rear naked choke. Oh, that rear naked choke looks tight. Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
All right, he remains in pursuit of the submission, but the defense continues to hold up. I'm not sure he's going to be able to find a finish here.
In MMA today, guys are so well-rounded, so gifted. It's hard to just lock up a submission, but he continues to try. And in those efforts, he has given himself a chance to win this fight.
I've never... Jon Jones with a huge win tonight!
Oh, my goodness, what a fight.
So how about that as he pounds him out for the TKO, prioritized the finish tonight, absolutely gets it with style points, a huge, huge result here in this arena tonight.
It's always fun to see an athlete tell you what they're gonna do, and then they do it. This guy told us he was going to get a finish, and that's exactly what he did. Him and his team are gonna have a fantastic time tonight, celebrate. They should all be very proud.
All right, the official decision is in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 22 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by TKO, Jon Bones Jones!
All right, so Jon Jones, your winner here tonight by TKO. As you heard there from Bruce Buffer, he prioritized the finish tonight. A lot of decisions of late. No judges' scorecards needed tonight.
Just loving the intensity of Jones in this fight. Saying everything that we wanted to hear, but then going out there and executing and getting the TKO victory. He looked great tonight and shows why he's still such a dangerous fighter in this division.
And of course, this result opens up a lot of compelling matchups. Congratulations to Jon Jones.